Did One Punch Man Season 2 suck? What's going on, guys? Archer here. If you're a huge anime fan, subscribe to NerdView for more geeky videos, and drop a comment with your thoughts on One Punch Man Season 2. So let's address the elephant in the room, the animation. It started off pretty rough. Season 1 was beautiful. It had clear, wide shots, showing off the abilities used by the characters and the impact that had on the landscape and environment. This is where Season 2 has a major fall off. Instead of open, clear shots, we have static, fake backgrounds, which are basically just a flat color, while the characters do something very quickly. You don't get visual context of what's going on, and even in these cheaply animated scenes, it feels rushed and poorly done. Next, when a large explosion or impact happens, instead of showing the ability happening and the explosion and rocks and such flying all over the place, all you see is smoke and fire, which completely obscures your view so you don't actually see what happened. Not only is this dissatisfying to the viewer, but it's offensively lazy animation, and they'd be better off not including these moments and swapping them out for more easily animatable hand-to-hand combat scenes, which can be incredibly satisfying and cheaply done. With this being said, the animation did improve significantly throughout the season, especially after the 1-week hiatus. Garou fighting Genos and Silverfang was well done and highly detailed, as long as you closed your eyes at the right moments. Next, where is Saitama? This season felt like they were actively avoiding scenes with the main character. It came across weird and obscure to have almost whole episodes where Saitama wasn't at least present occasionally. I did appreciate the focus on Garou and developing his character, but at times too much time was spent on other characters, which made the show forget its comedic roots. To put it simply, there just weren't enough scenes of Saitama in combat this season, and I felt disappointed and underwhelmed, especially after the insane scale of some battles in the first season, such as the finale and fighting Genos. So what about the pacing? It felt really off this season. Somewhat related to the Saitama screen time issue, the episodes of him in the martial arts competition were really dull and drawn out, and should have been both sped up and focused on more as opposed to side characters. Which sounds really weird and contradictory to say, but I think it made some sort of sense. Most of the season takes place on one day, and there isn't enough progression in the story since we only got 12 episodes and we'll be waiting a long time for a third season. Setting up the Monster Association as a long-term rival is fine, but no progression really was made. We meet them and have some early preliminary encounters, but the huge boss villain isn't introduced to any of the heroes, leaving you disappointed and waiting for years for some real fun to happen. So the pacing was both too fast and too slow at times. In one sense, it was far too slow as the story didn't move forward that much, but at the same time, too fast as Garou had way too many battles with too many characters, fighting his way through multiple A and S class heroes all in the span of a few hours or days. There's still a lot of positives from One Punch Man Season 2, which I'll cover in a future video. Leave a comment of what you thought of the second season, and subscribe to NerdView, and I'll see you all back again tomorrow.